Hello. I think there are three major contributions to the debate that we've just seen in the House of Parliament, which will probably define what happens next. There was Sir Keir Starmer, um, Theresa May, and somebody who's now a backbencher, Andrew Mitchell. I will start with him because he stood up and he said, "Does the right honourable gentleman recall how he's enjoyed my full-throated support? But I'm deeply concerned and concerned indeed about what he has been saying from the dispatch box." He explained how he had a meeting with the Prime Minister about 10 days ago, and then he finished with the decisive line, "He no longer enjoys my support." That is pretty damning. Then Theresa May. Theresa May asked two very, very clear questions. Was Boris Johnson aware? Had he read the rules? Or did he understand the rules? Had he not read the rules, or had he not understood the rules? Which was it? Was he lazy or was he stupid? And he didn't answer that. And then the leader of the opposition, so I'm doing this very much in reverse order, the leader of the opposition came very close to calling Boris a liar on a number of occasions. He used really quite remarkable language, desperate denials, and also an appeal to something that Mrs. Thatcher said, that it was the first duty of government to uphold the law. And if if the government dodged the law, then it must expect the people who are governed to similarly dodge the law. He spoke of honesty, integrity, and moral authority, and said that Boris was incapable of this. In other words, if Boris is incapable of honesty, then he has lied. That I am surprised. I am surprised that the Speaker of the House of Commons allowed that. That was really, I thought, implicitly saying that Boris had lied. A brilliant speech, beautifully presented. I mean, Sir Keir Starmer doesn't do passion, but he is beginning to find his place. Now, Boris, what can we say about Boris? All we can say about Boris is really that he misread the mood of the House. The mood of the House was very somber. It was probably one of the most somber meetings. I think, if anything, it was more somber than when he addressed the House and made his first apology, and this time he makes another apology. And again, he doesn't quite apologise. He says he's sorry for the things we didn't get right. That's not quite an apology. This comes very close to the sort of nonsense that one gets on the telephone from Virgin Media. I think maybe Boris is making a stab to at some sort of audition to become a Virgin Media salesperson, or one of those people who answers the phone for Virgin Media. I have no idea. But the two references he made from the dispatch box, which seemed to me to be crass and foolish, were a reference to Jimmy Savile and a reference to drugs, I think. And both directed to the benches opposite. I don't think that was right. I think it was the wrong time for that. And I think in the end that will be Boris's downfall. I'm beginning to revise my assessment that I thought Boris could probably cling on for a year, and that there would be time to get a new blood into the cabinet so that somebody of worth might follow Boris. I am horribly aware that as Boris fouls this up more and more and tries so hard to cling to office and cling to his dignity, which is being eroded by the second, not least by the sort of twits that he's gathered around him to try and defend him, People like Nadine Dorries. I mean, yeah, I want Nadine Dorries to actually reply to me. I want to see Nadine Dorries, but I am beginning to think that's not going to happen because she'll be out of a job within a matter of days, and probably just as well. So we're going to have to start all over again. All over again. It's so tiresome. So tiresome that these people that we have elected cannot do their job. And they're so desperate to cling on to their paltry, stipend, to the small amount of money that they are paid. It's desperation. Desperation. And it's very sad to see. And then, of course, there's the revelation that there was another party, and this one held in Boris's own flat on the 13th of November, something that he denied explicitly when asked by Catherine West on the 8th of December. You know, what do we say? What do we say? There's not very much we can say, except he is bringing the office of Prime Minister into disrepute. And that changes the game completely. Do follow the channel, do ring the bell, do let me know what you think.